Callum Simpson has just beaten Steed Woodall in the second round. And yes, Callum Simpson did exactly what had to be done there. A good, solid performance. His volume was absolutely unbelievable in that fight. Did exactly what had to be done. People are going to be saying, oh, early stoppage. But you look at that first knockdown and Woodall's legs were not under him whatsoever. And I was actually surprised looking at that again, that he was actually allowed to go back out and continue fighting. And, even if he was allowed to continue a bit longer, he would have got hurt even more, possibly dropped again. His legs weren't under him at all. And Simpson dealt with him in very nice, clean fashion, in my opinion. Very nice, quick hands, good timing, good accuracy on his shots as well. And, the volume for Callum Simpson, with how tall he is, he's got unbelievable volume, to be fair, and he's very good at being able to overwhelm you. And I think, I was saying it before the fight as well. I think what Callum Simpson does well is he uses his size, he uses his reach well. I mean, we saw that today, especially in that first round, with how good Simpson's jab was, jabbing the head off of Woodall, and Woodall was never really moving his head too much at all out the way of it. Simpson was just able to deal with him in nice fashion, mixing that jab into the body as well, which was good from Simpson. I think his lead hook's very good as well from what we saw. And I just feel like Simpson set up his shots nicely today. And when they were in those clinches at times, when Woodall did kind of rush his work at times, they both kind of fell into the clinch. Simpson was able to, lean on him or try and push him up against the ropes a bit. And we saw that towards the finish as well. When Simpson had him, Simpson, was able to push him up against the ropes a bit. Simpson, I think, uses his strength nicely in his fights, and that's what he does. And he's able to break you down, get you out of there, and he was able to make quick work out of it tonight. So fair play. And, we all know as well, it's been an emotional time for Callum Simpson with his sister dying, and he really wanted to win this fight tonight for her, of course, and that's exactly what he did in great fashion. And it's clear to see with everything that's happened with Callum Simpson and his family, it's clearly drove on Callum Simpson a lot, to be honest with you, and he's more hungry than ever, and that makes him a very, very, very bloody dangerous man. And that's what we've seen. He's a very bloody dangerous man to be in there with. And, it's only upwards now for Callum Simpson. We're going to see him in there with better opponents now. And, I think that Zach Shelley performance and that win overall for Callum Simpson was very good with how he was able to overwhelm Zach Shelley in that fight. And, he's only getting better and better every time we see him, and he's built a lot more confidence off of that as well. And after that Zach Shelley win, Simpson proved to a lot of people he's the real deal. And again, that showed again once again tonight with that win for Callum Simpson over Steed Woodall. He showed, he's the real deal. He's very good at being able to sell tickets nicely. His fans create very good atmosphere. He can sell out arenas well. And he's entertaining. He can put on a performance like that. He's good to watch. He's very good to watch. He's big for the division, and he uses all that to his advantage, really, to be fair. And that's exactly what he has to do. He's not one of these lanky guys or anything like Sebastian Fundora, if we use him, for example. He's not like that. He's very good at using his height nicely, and he's a big guy as well. He's a big guy, uses it nicely, leans on you, and, he's always a stronger man than you. I don't think there's many people in that super middleweight division who are going to be stronger than Callum Simpson. He's very strong, to be fair, and he's good at being able to push you back and try and dictate a pace. And at times in that fight, Woodall tried, he tried pushing Callum Simpson back, but it was very difficult for him to do because Callum Simpson's a big guy. It was difficult for Woodall to really, get his own rhythm going on Callum Simpson because, Simpson's a big guy and he uses his strength, he uses his height, he uses everything that he's got. He uses Simpson uses his physical advantages to his advantage. That's what he does very well. That is what he does very well. And that's why he is a big problem, because he uses what he's got as his main weapons, and it's difficult to deal with. So, yeah, he's good to watch. He is very good to watch. But yeah, that hand speed can cause you problems. And, if with Simpson being strong, he can back you up against those ropes. He can tire you out. And yeah, he's always able to overwhelm you, and he's a difficult man to be in there with, and he has got a difficult style to be able to deal with, in my opinion. What's next for Callum Simpson? I was saying in my watch along, I want to see Callum Simpson versus the winner of Woody Hutchinson versus Zach Parker in a few weeks' time. I think that's the perfect fight to make for Callum Simpson, because we look at the super middleweight rankings. We look at the WBA. Zach Parker's number 6 in the WBA. Willie Hutchinson's number 7 in the WBA. Callum Simpson's number 9 in the WBA. And after that win, we could actually see Callum Simpson move above Jamal Charlo in the WBA, as well as Jamal Charlo's number 8, because Callum Simpson actually is bloody active at the end of the day. So he should move up, and let's see him fight the winner of Zach Parker versus Willie Hutchinson, because I think Willie Hutchinson's got a decent fan base. Parker's got a decent fan base. Simpson's got an amazing fan base. It can sell out an arena, in my opinion, definitely. I mean, where were they tonight? Sheffield. I think they could possibly do something there. Wembley Arena, could they try and do something at Barnsley for Callum Simpson, like what they did when he fought Zach Shelley? That could be a possibility, or something. They might want to do it on neutral ground. If Zach Parker might want to do it at Derby, if he wins, I don't know. That it could be interesting to see. But those 3 guys have got decent fan bases. They can sell out an arena. They can put on an entertaining fight. I think, I said it in my watch along as well. Style-wise, I definitely favour Callum Simpson over Zach Parker. I really do think Callum Simpson can overwhelm him. And if I'm being real as well, if I was an odds maker, I would probably favour just about Simpson over Hutchinson. Hutchinson has got a good awkward style, but I could see Simpson overwhelming him, though, to be fair. I could do. Hutchinson could outbox him, but again, Simpson can keep up a decent pace. He can outwork you. That's the thing. I think Hutchinson versus Simpson's a very bloody good style fight. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up here. Good win for Callum Simpson. Fair play to him. He's more hungry than ever. Anyway, thanks for watching.